All right, people. So today we're back doing another 3 movies that wrestlers played in. Me and my buddy Joe here.
Yes, sir.
We're back again, and this time
We're
around,
back.
yeah, I got a triple feature. This is gonna be called the Rock Edition, I guess. And this is our 3rd episode, or part 3, whatever you want to call it, since it's a triple pack here with the Rock movies. We'll be getting into Doom, the Scorpion King, and the Rundown. And you know what? Actually, all 3 of these movies I seen at the theaters. Yeah, since Doom is at the top list there, we'll go ahead and start with Doom, and we'll work our way down here. Obviously, you know, The Rock became a big actor here in the early 2000s. His big starring role was the Scorpion King, but like I said, we'll get into Doom first. And, you know, obviously Doom is based off of the video game, you know, series there, and we got an unrated extended edition. The movie itself is not too bad. You know, usually when you get a video game and they do a movie based off a video game, for the most part they suck. You know, but once in a while they do a good one. And on this one, it wasn't nothing like beyond great or great. It was decent. You know, it was pretty good. There were some good scenes in it, but nothing great. You know.
I like the scene when the guy was trying to go to that portal thing and he got chopped in half, and you see his legs fall out on one side and the rest of his body falls off the other side. It's like, damn.
Yeah. And I like there's one dialogue scene that I really liked about Doom, is where they they killed and captured their first creature and brought it into the lab, and they tell the lady scientist, I think it's who it was, he's like, come here. He goes, he's like, what the fuck is going on here? And she's like, what? And he's like, this is what? And he shows her this fucking alien thing, and she's like shocked. It's like, whoa. He's like, where the hell did this thing come from? And that guy from 31 is in it. The main like bad guy, the clown guy.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? I forgot his name.
I think wasn't it Richard Drake or something like that?
I don't remember his name.
Drake, or I know his last name was like Drake or something like that.
He was one of he was in a few Rob Zombie movies. He's in Rob Zombie's 31, and he was the guy at the beginning of Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, where they were driving Michael Myers' body, and they see a cow, and he's like, cow. Yeah. So anyways, that guy plays in this movie, and he's one of the Rock's guys, and he's like, well, it had to come from somewhere, lady. And Rock's like, Portman, shut up. And she's like, you know, they were going on about something, and he's like, it could have came from another planet or something. And she's like, what, like an alien or something? And he screams at her, look at that thing. You know, great scene, I thought. But so it had some good dialogue scenes in it, decent movie.
Good action.
It's some good action. You know, it's worthy of a pickup. And I believe this was the last movie that The Rock did for a while, but I think this came out in 2005. The last action film that Rock did for quite a few years, because after that he did like nothing but kids type movies for a while. So
like Tooth Fairy and shit like that.
Yeah, and he didn't come back to action movies till like, I want to say 5 or 6 years later, when he did this action movie that had Billy Bob Thornton in it. I forgot the name of it. But Billy Bob Thornton was a bad guy. So anyways, a decent movie, worthy of a watch and pick up if you can find it for cheap. I think I only paid like $12 for this triple pack, which is worth it. So anyways, moving on, we're going to get into the Scorpion King with the Rock, and we got Michael Clark Duncan who is in it, who unfortunately passed away a little while back, quite a few years ago. When we got Kelly Hu, I don't see her in movies anymore. This movie, I believe, was The Rock's first starring role as a good guy. His breakthrough role, and it was decent for what it is. But when I see a sword film, man, I really want to see like an R-rated, like Conan the Barbarian type shit. Not no Hollywood PG-13 sword movie.
Hollywood toned down.
Toned down,
no
yeah.
Blood, barely no fucking,
Yeah.
badass kill scene.
Right, and kind of.
Nobody gets sliced in half with a fucking sword.
Right. But it was a decent movie. It wasn't all bad. It was decent.
Yeah.
But nothing great. But if you've seen one old sword movie set back in the day, you see them, them all in a way, except for like Conan the Barbarian was excellent. This one's a watered down sword movie. I would call it. Not bad, but not too bad, but nothing great. It is what it is. That's how I label it.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're going to move on down to our last movie here. Is The Rock and Sean William Scott's The Rundown.
The Rundown.
Yeah, with, what was his name? The main bad guy who was in The Rundown. Christopher Walken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yep. Christopher Walken. I like Christopher Walken. He always plays a pretty good bad guy. And, Sean William Scott obviously acting silly and goofy in the movie throughout the movie.
Like the fucking one scene where he's like, he's threatening to fight The Rock. He's like showing his piece like a little thunder, a little lightning.
Yeah.
Fuck, I would have bitch slapped him right then and there when he said that. Like, shut the fuck up.
I would have broke his back. The movie itself is pretty good. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger has a cameo in this movie where at the beginning he's walking as The Rock is going into a club. Arnold Schwarzenegger's like kind of coming out and said good luck to him. And the reason behind that, from what I heard, is Arnold Schwarzenegger was on set that day, hanging out, just seeing what was going on. I guess he's friends with The Rock in real life, so.
Since you're hanging out,
yeah.
Why don't you stick around and have a brief cameo in this movie?
Yeah, the director, pretty much. The director's like, hey, since he's around, hey, you want to be in the movie? You have a cameo? And Schwarzenegger's like, sure. So they did that little scene there. And also, there was a cool-ass fight scene with The Rock and these dudes, Ernie Rice Jr. and these other dudes. I mean, they kicked the shit out of The Rock for a while there, dude. I thought that scene was great. He was speaking. Ernie Rice Jr. was speaking this other language. He's getting all pissed off because Sean William Scott's feeding him the wrong, stuff. There, he's telling him shit to piss him off, and The Rock's just trying to talk to him.
Tell him I mean no harm. And he says in the foreign language, he said he's gonna kick your ass.
Yeah. And he's telling The Rock, give him eye contact, keep this serious eye contact. And Ernie Rice Jr. in another language is saying, why is he fucking, looking at me like that, And then finally he gets pissed and he's like, they start to go at it, man. And, man, did they really throw down, man. They kicked the shit out of him for a while. And then finally The Rock comes back and beats him up. And, it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
The Sean William Scott's dad, I guess, wants The Rock to hunt the son, get the son to bring him back, and he's got to go into the jungles to get him. And at the same time, the son's looking for some. What was it that he's looking for? Some sort of
like a relic.
a relic or something like that. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but yeah, Rosanna Dawson's in it, and overall, really good movie. I enjoyed it.
One of my favorite scenes in that movie was when The Rock, at the beginning, when he goes into that club and has to get that guy's Super Bowl ring or something.
Yeah.
He gets what he has to, he comes out, and the guy just rolls up on him and blasts him with like a beanbag gun or something.
Yeah, afterwards, yeah.
And he grabs the ring like, thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, good movie.
You did the hard part. I'll take it from here.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, out of all the three, I'd have to say the best one is The Rundown. And if you could find this triple pack for like $10 or less, I'd say yeah, definitely get it. You know, the Blu-ray triple pack, definitely. They're all pretty.
Rock says, buy this triple pack.
Yes. So, anyways, we're gonna wrap this up. This was 3 movies that wrestlers play in, the Rock Edition. This is episode 3. And that's it for this video, guys. If you like what you see, give a thumbs up. And yeah, we'll keep pumping these out. And you all have a kick-ass day. We are out of here.
Bye-bye.
Peace.